long ball counter is still the fastest way to punish high lines and shaky midfield structures. Today, I'm breaking down 3 specialists who run this system differently: G. Southgate, R. Martinez, and D. Deschamps. You'll learn exactly how each manager attacks, how to set up your lines, and how to build around their boosters so your transitions feel automatic. Before we dive into the managers, let's first understand the difference between 89, 88, and 87 playstyle proficiency. This number shows how well your squad adapts to the manager's tactics. At 89, this is the most polished version of the system. Your team reacts almost instantly. Players position themselves perfectly in relation to the ball and the opponent. Passing lanes open up faster, and your defense squeezes together tighter. With Martinez at 89, it feels like the game is helping you execute the tactic at its sharpest level. Less manual correction, more automatic team balance. At 88, like Deschamps, you're still very strong, but there's a slight drop in automation. What this means: sometimes your players will be half a step late when moving into the ideal passing lane. The compactness is still there, but not as tight. You, the player, need to manually adjust more often to keep the shape perfect. In attack, the forward runs are still well-timed, but not quite as explosive as with an 89 manager. At 87, like Southgate, the system works, but it feels heavier. Your players don't always position themselves in the smartest way, especially when transitioning from attack to defense. You'll notice more gaps in midfield and more space between your defenders. The tactic isn't broken, but it needs more manual effort from you. Basically, the lower the number, the less help the AI gives your team. So what's the difference? It's not just one number. It's the difference between a team that plays the tactic almost automatically versus a team where you have to constantly fix positioning yourself. 89 equals maximum automation, sharper movement, tighter structure. 88 equals solid, but you need to guide the system. 87 equals playable, but you'll feel more exposed, especially against fast opponents. This is why top players always choose the manager with the highest playstyle proficiency, because in high-level games, even the smallest half-second in movement can decide the match. Manager 1. D. Deschamps, the percentage king. Defensive percentage, 50%. Deschamps balances both sides because his system values security first. With 50% defense, your shape is compact and disciplined. That means when you recover the ball, you don't panic. You have stability and numbers to support possession. His ball control booster makes the first touch safer, so you don't risk losing it under pressure. Attacking percentage, 50%. Unlike Southgate or Martinez, Deschamps doesn't lean heavily to either side. With equal attack and defense, his team can both break quickly and slow down if needed. The goal is percentage football. Secure the first pass, recycle if the counter isn't on, and wait for the right moment to exploit. How his system works. Deschamps runs the most controlled version of long ball counter. He still uses direct balls, but instead of forcing speed or physical battles, he ensures the first reception is clean, then looks for the smartest release. This reduces mistakes and keeps the team compact throughout the match. It's less chaotic, more calculated.
Change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match. Now the finish!
R. Martinez, the duel machine. Defensive percentage, 45%. Martinez leans slightly more defensive because his system depends on winning battles in the middle and around the second ball. With 45% on defense, your team stays tighter, closer to the drop zones after long balls. This compactness lets your players fight for every loose ball, using the aggression booster to press instantly and recover. Attacking percentage, 55%. While still attack-minded, it's not pushed too high. That's because Martinez doesn't rely only on runs into space. He relies on winning the duel, securing the ball, and then launching the second or third pass. The extra ball control booster means your forwards can hold up play and absorb pressure, giving teammates time to support. How his system works. Martinez's long ball counter is about strength and control under pressure. Instead of pure sprinting, he wants you to hit the target forward, win the knockdown, and instantly combine with midfield runners. Think triangle play after a long ball. His setup is less about pure space, more about dominating the fight for the ball and converting second chances into attacks.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive.
And the finish!
Southgate, the pace breaker. Defensive percentage, 40%. Southgate keeps less focus on defense because his teams are built to attack the spaces behind. If you overload defense, your players sit too deep and the gap to attack becomes too wide. With only 40% on defense, you still have enough compactness to win the ball, but your players push slightly higher up, leaving bigger spaces behind the opponent's line. That's where his acceleration booster comes alive. Attacking percentage, 60%. The higher attacking weight ensures runners are always forward thinking. The moment you recover possession, your wide players and forwards are already making diagonal runs. This makes transitions lightning quick. One long pass and your accelerated striker is gone. Southgate's system is basically win the ball, release early, and let pace do the damage. How his system works. Southgate's long ball counter is pure direct football. Every recovery is treated as a chance to launch. His booster means your first 5 steps after receiving the ball are explosive, so the defense doesn't have time to reset. The entire tactic depends on speed and verticality, not patience. Final breakdown. Southgate 60-40. Explosive pace, always forward. Great when you want fast, vertical football. Martinez 55-45. Dual heavy, second ball focused. Perfect for physical players and midfield runners. Deschamps 50-50. Balanced, safe percentage play. Best if you want control and consistency. Each one plays long ball counter, but the boosters shift the system. Southgate equals speed. Martinez equals fight. Deschamps equals control.
So the first goal of the... Rummenigge! They've done it!